Relationship is life. Communication is the oil that lubricates every meaningful and blissful relationship. The way we talk to each other is important. It has the power to either make or break our connections, show our love, and prove that we really want to make things work out with our partners. Hi, welcome once again to my channel, Relationship Matters with Modukwe Eka. Today's discussion, give it any title that you like. I call it The Secret of the Ages. Yes, the secret of the ages. There is power in how we talk to each other, and that power cannot be overemphasized. Today, let us look at the right way communicating with each other. Good listening is key. Mastering listening is mastering life. Power of listening in any relationship cannot be overemphasized. It does not mean listening until it's your turn to talk, or listening to gather points that will emphasize or strengthen your own arguments. It means listening with an open mind. It means really hearing what your partner is saying and considering the possibility of even swayed or being influenced to your partner's side of the story. Simple ways to ensure that we are really listening. Focus on your partner in the communication process. For clarity purpose, you can say, let me explain back to you what I think you just said, so that I am sure that I understand you clearly. To further clarify matters, you can also ask, could you please explain to me what I have just said, so that we are both on the same page and we understand each other clearly. In this process, you avoid misunderstanding by giving back what you think you heard, or explaining what has just been said to you. You make clear yourself. Misunderstanding is minimized when we do this. When we do this, communication is clear. We take responsibilities for our communication, and being clear becomes a goal. We decide that the most important factor is being understood, not being right. Don't be confrontational. When you are angry, it is better to spend time apart to cool down before you come back together to start a conversation. Starting a conversation when you are angry immediately puts your partner on the defensive. A terrible way to start a conversation. Being defensive or being angry in a conversation does not yield any meaningful results. This took me a long time to learn. Even after I know that I'm not supposed to talk when I'm hungry, I still do it out of habits that has been developed over the years. It is important for us to focus on the things that makes our relationship positive and be intentional about how you behave. Being intentional will help us. Don't start a conversation when you are angry, because it does not work for anybody. Ask questions. It is the best way for you to be clear about what your partner is really saying. Validate your partner's feelings. Very important. One of the most frustrating situations you can have in any relationship is a sense that your partner is not acknowledging your feelings or taking you seriously. You may not agree, but you must accept that this is the way your partner feels. Validate your partner's feelings. Very important. Very many times in my relationship, I would say something and my husband would overlook it and say, is it not just that? It breeds pent-up feelings. It breeds anger. Acknowledge your partner. Like I said, you may not accept, but please acknowledge that that is the way your partner is feeling at that moment. Remember, that's your partner's reality. Don't dismiss another person's reality. Accept that person. That's the least that you can do to comfort your partner at that moment. Don't take cheap shots. Resist the urge to be vindictive or push buttons. It is not just a completely ineffective communication strategy. It breeds resentment over time. Some jabs are impossible to effectively, fully overcome. Many times I see people that say, oh, I will never forget this. This is what you did. Hey, it breeds resentment. It can cultivate hatred. So don't be vindictive. It's not good for any relationship. It soils, breaks the core of our trust for each other. Don't sugarcoat things. If something is bothering you, say it. If something is not right, talk about it. Be frank and honest with each other. Finally, for today, don't reopen old wounds. Once you have decided to put an issue aside, let it rest. Close it up. Put a closure to it. Don't start it all over. Don't look back. Move on. Forgiveness heals. Until I come your way another time, we'll still be looking at ways of communicating and communicating positively. Remember to be intentional in your communication with your partner. Like, subscribe, and share this video.